This episode brought to you by the Circle K. A one-stop shop. What in the hell? Joe, come over here.
What the hell? What the hell is that?
Just landed.
What the?
That's a.
Who's?
Those are the best-looking two dudes I've ever seen in my life.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Joe. Hey guys. Hey.
Hey Todd.
What in the hell?
Joe, you're looking great. You're looking pretty great too yourself, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah. What's going on?
Look, guys, you can't have a sponsor today.
What are you trying to? Well, we have to have a sponsor. Shut the fuck up, Todd, and listen to Joe. If I gotta tell you one more time, Todd, you're getting a fucking beating. Sorry, Joe. Continue.
Yeah, Joe, continue. Hey, weird that you're on my side on this. You know what? Todd's really been fucking bugging me today.
Yeah, he's been bugging me too. Hey, Todd.
What the fuck, Joe?
My
Todd?
God.
What? Fuck, Todd, Joe?
Todd, Joe.
Anyways, we've had our fun. Now, if you guys have a sponsor for this episode, you guys are gonna die. You have to stop it before that happens.
No, seriously, Joe and Todd. If you say a sponsor on this episode, the very fabric of space and time will suck into itself like some kind of dirty old black hole belly button.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to get that money, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a bunch of fucking bullshit to me.
Yeah.
Why this time? Why now?
Well, you guys, you just don't understand. No, you don't understand. Obviously, like, this is exactly the kind of bullshit that you would pull, Joe.
Yeah.
That's the kind of bullshit.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
I am not a liar. He is not a liar.
You,
I'm
him.
not a liar. You're the fucking liar.
Stop calling Joe a liar, Todd. Fuck you, Todd.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. If you weren't so good looking, I'd fucking slap the taste out of your mouth. Hey, Joe, look at this.
What?
Okay, Joe, go stand over by the other Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to close my eyes and spin around. Oh, God. Which Joe? Oh, you're making out with each other. Jesus Christ.
It's my ultimate dream.
Not only I do, strangely enough, it's mine too. And that is the script for Bill and Ted 3.
Hey, everybody. We're watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Finley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are back with you today doing some more time travel. We've not done enough time travel movies, and they all disagree with each other. And this is
exactly
is the kind of trouble we want to get ourselves
This
in.
is the true. When they speak about time travel, this is the one.
I agree.
This is the one that holds it together.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. And there's only one way to move forward right now, and that is for us to do the old-fashioned thing, and that is to press play.
Press it play now. Ooh, whoa, Jesus.
That's MGM, and I haven't muted, so
Woo.
there we go. Now we're muted. Everything's going to be great.
Oh, there we go. Relax. Oh, is this relax?
No,
Frankie
it's not
says
relax.
relax. Just relax, Joe, for fuck's sakes,
I
man.
won't
It's Nelson
relax.
Entertainment. Yeah, I know it looks like a penis, okay? Fucking
Yeah.
relax. I'm fucking cranking it up.
Yeah,
I turned it down, but now that this is fucking on, man. You know who else went to Hollywood?
What's that?
Us.
Oh, absolutely.
In the future.
Yeah.
When we got... Oh, look at that font. This is like when I was birthed.
Yeah, exactly. You were born of a sun vagina.
If anybody talks about my mother's vagina after that, I'm gonna fucking kill ya.
So the movie was directed by Stephen Herrick. This was his second movie. Critters was his first movie. He also wrote Critters.
Oh, beautiful.
He also did Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, The Mighty Ducks, Three Musketeers, Mr. Holland's Opus made it in there.
Oh my lord.
And then 101 Dalmatians, and then the Mark Wahlberg hit Rockstar.
No shit.
So he had a weird thing. And then a really weird group of things for writers. Chris Matheson, who wrote Mom and Dad Save the World and a Goofy movie. He wrote those. And then Ed Solomon, who's the other writer, he wrote for Laverne and Shirley, It's Gary Shandling Show, Super Mario Brothers.
Nice.
And Men in Black, and then all the Now You See Me movies. We talked about him at the time. But it has been a long time since I've seen this movie.
It has been a long time for me as well. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you very well either. It's all right.
Fuck it.
It's
you know
a
what?
mix.
Just like that. There you go.
There you go.
Take one ear off me. You got to work this shit on the fly when you're in the big boy league.
Yeah, baby. That's all right.
This thing will touching down. The big
It's
cosmic
so-
jewel.
I like they used to do this, like this long, slow burn that would be over the credits, just so they had something. We just want something visually pleasing that's not part of the.
Oh my god, that's what the future looks like. A bleak world where this fucking guy hangs out.
This looks like our current. This
This is a good time. Okay, we spoke about this. They have the new one coming out. They've come out and said that there's going to be a Bill and Ted 3. This wonderful gentleman here has passed away.
He has.
And we were speaking before about who we think should take his place. I still think it should be Kate McKinnon. I don't know why, but I can see her in the getup.
Yeah, she is. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Their plan isn't so much to replace him. So obviously there won't be another Rufus. There'll probably be somebody of type.
That's well, no.
Yeah,
it's not. They're not going to call him Rufus, and it's
Yeah.
a woman.
Yeah.
But clearly, if there's a Rufus, there's got to be other time cops running around.
One would assume.
You know.
Yeah. What was kind of interesting, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter here, they were actually like just fucking around in line at a McDonald's together, like as friends, when the writers met them. Before
Really?
the movie was ever made, before like they were cast or anything like that.
Right.
They just met, that's just how they came across them. They're like, these are the kind of guys we want to have in this movie. And it just sort of worked out that
so
way.
they were just like, they weren't meeting up with them.
No,
they were just there.
They were just...
and they were like, look at these two fucking glue bags fucking rocking out.
Exactly.
This is Keanu Reeves, like he has, there we go.
There.
He has had quite the career.
Oh my
a lot of people make fun of his acting. I think he's perfect. I think that in most movies, even in Dracula, I thought he was great in it.
My feelings on Dracula aside,
His booker, his agent,
yeah.
his fucking slave handler, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you call them.
But
He's great.
yeah,
Keanu should be paying that motherfucker top dollar because Keanu is always in like the coolest movies. Is John Wick 3 that's coming out. It's like the coolest movie of the whole
John Wick
summer.
3. Also, and then he's got another one he's going to be huge in. Is going to be friggin' he's in Toy Story 4.
Ah, that's right. Yes,
He's playing the Canadian stuntman.
that's fucking hilarious.
So
I don't even think I've seen one preview for that thing.
I've seen a couple. It looks fun, man.
I do like when women wear the outfit that Alex is wearing.
Oh, the little bit of midriff. Yeah.
Sometimes at the gym you'll see him wearing that's like this retro 80s, like don't stare at me, but stare at me.
Yeah.
It's like you're dressing like a time period where I would oogle and fondle you without a question's notice. And now we're in a time period where I shouldn't even be thinking that, but look at what you're wearing.
Yeah, I could figure
What
you
does
in
this do to
front of
me?
the Pope.
That's time travel. That's the biggest time heist of them all.
It's another one of our favorites,
Oh, there
Bernie
he is.
Casey from both Revenge of the Nerds and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Lambda. No, he's the...
Both. He was in Lambda.
No. Was he Lambda?
Yeah.
Lambda?
Yes,
Oh,
but he's
that's right.
also in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Because that's the one they joined. Was
Yes.
Lambda.
Correct him on that.
What a tale.
So Alex Winters, he's been a director more recently. Back in the day, he was in lots of stuff, though. He was in Lost Boys. He was in his first movie was Death Wish 3. He was in The Borrowers. But he's been directing. He started directing music videos after this. He directed videos from Helmet, Extreme, and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Cool.
He's directed a bunch of documentaries recently. One about the Panama Papers, a bunch of other things. So he's been a busy guy, just not
Behind the camera.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see. And then it was cool to find out that these guys have still been friends the whole time and talking about doing. This is
It's
basically.
because Keanu seems like he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like some fake motherfucker. Sometimes on Facebook, I'll see somebody that put a quote from him up, and it's like, whoa, it's like some Buddhist monk like whispered it to him.
He's a guy. Well, and he lives in like a nice, modest house, and he's just like he's a cool dude. Like he made his millions and millions from The Matrix, and he spent millions on friggin' Ducatis for the friggin' like crew.
Because he knows it's just money, man. You can't take it with you. Like fuck.
No, you can now.
When they figured a way.
Yeah, we did it.
It's kind of like it's cryptocurrency.
Yes.
It's when you're in the crypt. Money.
Oh,
Boom.
currency.
Huh?
Well
Yeah.
Well done.
It was actually better than I thought it was ever going to be.
Title of this episode.
I'm not as good as I once was. When they showed the picture of the two of them,
Yeah.
and it was new, it looked like they were hanging out at some old, like, where a band would play, but not a very famous band, like maybe even the Wild Stallions. Like literally, it looked like a bowl that a band would play in.
Yeah.
They're clearly in California. But Alex, that's his name, right?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about when they made the announcement.
Yeah, they're like, here,
yes.
Alex looked like.
That was the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It was a bowl. See, I know my bowls, man.
Yeah.
He looked like he was doing well. Like sometimes you'll see like, oh, we're doing this, and you're like pictures like Martin Lawrence and like Will Smith, and you're like, wow, like they just narcaned. What do you call it when they put that shit under your nose, or they inject you? They probably had to inject him and give him the smelling salts, and he woke up out of an alley like, and like here he comes. But he looked well, and then you telling me that like he's done what he's doing all right. It made sense, right? He didn't look like he was like all fucked up or like when you see Buddy from the Cosby Show working at the Subway. Although that's not as bad as being in jail for being a fucking monster.
Yeah. I think if you want to see who turned out worse, the guy who worked at Whole Foods turned out better than the star.
Oh, Whole Foods. Show. And now I just say that was a joke. Yeah. There's literally nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5er.
I like how everybody kind of came to his defense.
I know, like, come on, right?
That was really
fucking,
cool.
Like, what the fuck? Because he was in the Cosby Show now, like, he can't do anything ever again because...
Yeah, because he was in a few episodes of the Cosby Show. Like,
fuck, man, if only it could be like that for everybody.
Okay, so... series regular. He was recurring.
I was thinking, okay, now that we're watching this, in the third one, his fathers should be there should be in a nursing home.
Yeah.
And they don't know who's married to what's-her-name.
Oh, who's married
to the two dads? Like, so they don't know.
My thought...
Because where would she go? Where she was with the one dad, the next one she's with the other dad, and then where could she be?
I have no idea.
Death?
But now all I know is one thing: they need to get these guys. If the dad is still alive, he needs to still play the dad. But they need to get a new girl to play Missy, who's the same age. She hasn't aged a day.
Yeah.
So now
some weird, and you find out she's a robot or something, right, from space or some shit.
I just wanted to. I don't ever want him to mention it.
Oh,
I just
right.
wanted
You're just
to
like,
just
why?
Be, Missy still looking great.
Yeah, and then you yourself would just be like, what? Like,
yeah. It's like friggin' like Tara Reid as Bunny Lebowski, not Tara Reid today.
No way. I want like the like half gun, half arm, giant Frankenstein boots. Like looks like some low rent Frankenhooker who can barely wear the jacket she's wearing. Like she looked about. It was funny because she looked about as frail as a human could be. Like, yes, she's like flying and lifting helicopters, and I was like, my God, like
that's all true though.
A bunch of people holding her up like she's a fucking Muppet.
Yeah. So this script was written in 4 days by the writers.
No way.
And it was handwritten. It wasn't typed.
Oh, good. That's how I like to do my business.
There you go. But yeah, no, I've seen the scripts you've written. I was like, here,
guys.
Like run this through the computer and see if it can come up with something. That looks like Andrew Dice Clay on the left. That woman.
My handwriting is like you stuck a pen up a chicken's ass and let it run across the page. It's pretty much what it is.
You chopped off its head and let it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I like this
thing.
future.
I had no idea where this came from, but the writers actually they used to do improv at UCLA, and that's where this all came from. They were Bill and Ted. And there was a third guy named Bob, and it would be them doing the current events, but just being completely oblivious of what's going on in the world.
Because they're from the future.
Like well, no, it had nothing to do with time travel originally. It was just them reading the news, and they're like, oh yeah, and like so it was like
they could care less, yeah.
Yeah, so well, and just picture like the same kind of thing where like who's Joan of Arc, Noah's wife, like it's that kind of.
There's a flood in Venezuela. What?
Yeah,
it's not cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
The place flooded with cheese. Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was Bill and Ted and Bob, and then the third guy of the group apparently dropped out at some point.
I love this.
Oh my God, they're in the Phantom Zone.
Like the the universal signal for like love and peace.
Mm-hmm.
He looks exactly the same. Is he wearing a Wham shirt or what is that?
I don't know. It's not a Wham.
So it's Van Halen
shirt, which makes way.
Okay, so we just found out that he's Bill.
He's
Bill S. Ted Theodore Logan. Okay, so Ted's dad is going to send him to military school?
Yes. That's the plan.
Okay, so now
says if he doesn't like shape up, he's getting sent to military school.
Sent out of this fucker. Look at this mad ball looking thing with his eyeball hanging out on the table there.
Oh, totally. I was thinking a lot about some of those old toys. I saw one of those, like, you know, those Facebook things where it's like, hey, remember these toys from the 90s? And you go through and it's like Popples and shit like that.
Like, did you own any of these? I owned all of them because now they're worth a shit ton of money. Oh, stepmom, fantasies.
Those boobs are not big enough.
It's taking a while, but that's like the big thing now. Stepsister, stepmother. It's all the rage. Like, just go for it. Like, why pretend? Why just drop the step and go for it? Like, stop being a fucking pussy.
Come here, mommy.
I know, right? Exactly. Like, if you're gonna like, step, like, oh no, it's cool. It's just a stepsister.
I know.
Like, big fucking deal.
Well, that's how Anakin became Darth Vader. He was in Hayden Christensen was in a show. I think it was called Higher Ground. It was a Canadian show. And it was all these like bad kids who were sent to like this like nature this nature school kind of thing.
I know this. I know this show.
And he was molested by his stepmother. His hot stepmother was constantly friggin' raping him, and that was like his whole story thing.
Was it for fun?
Well, she was having fun. He
when he told the story, was it like bad?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was like a serious show.
Yeah, it totally fucked him up. Yeah, they would like these were all people who were like drug addicts and like criminals.
It was Higher Learning?
No, Higher Ground, I think it was called.
Oh, right. See, you just ruined my whole fantasy with this realness of it, with this real talk.
That had a lot. Actually, that show, if you go through, that had a lot of people.
There it is. This store now, I don't know where you live, but this store is everywhere now.
Yeah.
It was Max.
Yeah, well, that's literally nobody except John who listens to this would know Max.
Well, you're looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, the Circle K was big in other places, but the Circle K has just recently come to the Niagara region.
Right.
And it kind of blew my mind.
They're everywhere. We call it the Jerkle J. Well, actually, I do. Or you can call it the Circle J. Well, at first it started out, it was because it's up the street from the boat. Okay, and then I started, like how nicknames are. And I think I called it like the Jerkle K.
Yeah.
And then they just flat out went Jerkle J, and then now it can just be whatever that rhymes like.
And it's not because he wanted a nickname for it. He just he loathes pronouncing things correctly.
It's true.
He's just it's the worst.
I hate it. Oh fuck. I don't see any smoke ads. That's good for this movie. Well, that's fun with smoking.
Yeah. So originally, we got to talk about George Carlin since he's in front of us. He's obviously since passed away.
Yes.
Brilliant comedian. Anybody who doesn't know his 7 words you can't say on TV. By the way, I think 4 of them you can say on TV now.
So what a world we live in, eh?
Right. And
I wonder if he's being like such a cynical fuck that he would even pick anything.
I know.
Just be in.
What was it? Fuck, shit, piss, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Cunt. I can't remember them all.
Tits is alright, I think.
Tits
Cunt
is fine.
Is definitely,
shit
unless
is
you're in
fine.
British.
You can say shit now?
Yeah. So you can get like 2 shits every Archer. I'd be like, well, there's the second shit. I was like, they're done.
Yeah, 2 shits is the...
Yeah, it's like a 2 shit minimum.
Is the rule. But, and then he also did he was a very different comedian over points of his life. He was like, he did a lot of character stuff in like the 60s and that, where he was like the hippy dippy weatherman.
Oh, right. I like that kind of thing.
My mom went and saw him in his like later days. And I guess he got so like angry and political. And she was just like, she's like, I felt like he was yelling at me for an hour.
Yeah, well, he was.
Yeah, he was. He was mad specifically at my mother.
Yeah. You.
So I like because they play it just a little bit different. Like they're wearing the same outfits, but like just
it's a little off.
Well,
like he's got a wrap around his waist.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
60. Oh no, he's got a
I remember when I didn't get that joke.
Yeah,
because like that didn't mean anything to me.
Woo! See, they ain't fucking around with nothing here. When I was a child, I didn't give one rat's ass about what was going to happen, like in real life with time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I just noticed there you can see all the guys.
Yeah, they're all right there. There's Mozart, Amadeus,
Beethoven.
Whatever the Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Mozart, Amadeus, Beethoven. Everyone.
That's the one.
Very cultured group here.
So originally, Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves auditioned for each other's parts. So they just so he auditioned. Ted auditioned to be Bill.
Same
Bill
role.
Well,
Just not seeing you as this guy. I want to switch
They just. I think there were just little bits, and I think it might have had to do with the parents too, and like just little things like that. But they decided that they fit better the other way. And some other people who auditioned. Pauly Shore auditioned for the role of Ted.
Oh my God! Imagine this was Pauly Shore.
I can imagine
Times
nothing else
two.
It made me think about Biodome, which then made me think about Stephen Baldwin, which then just reminded me that Stephen Baldwin ruined Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber just had like this whole thing going like, oh, thanks to Jesus, I now see like the light and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, Baldwin, you got him. You got another one.
Yeah, you got another one there, Bald. Well, no, it's his daughter.
Yeah.
He brings him in. He uses his daughter's to lure.
He uses his daughter's
hot
vagina
daughter,
to bring him in.
exactly, to lure
She's not
people
even
into
that
the
hot.
side of Jesus. That's wrong.
Yeah.
That is
That
wrong.
was like that hot girl who used to work with us at that restaurant who kept inviting us to the church because they had wing night.
Fucking love wings.
Me too. And her being pretty,
She knows.
her being pretty was secondary to the wings, but I
Yeah.
still wasn't going in that church because
I
it
don't
was
fall
kind of
for
a
that
weird
shit.
one.
The true way to a man's heart is through his asshole.
Yeah,
That's how I eat.
mine's actually just up and under the rib cage. Believe it or not, because you can get to it pretty quick.
It's
if
a
you-
bottle cap.
Yeah, if you want to try.
Look at this, traveling through time. But they do have like the time strands. That's neat.
Yeah.
The circuits of history.
Yeah, that's basically look at that. Look at all the CG.
and that
of
Stephen
this
King book I
holds up.
read where this is pretty much the way that they described it too.
Is
This
Lawnmower
is
Man?
the like different like different strands. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This thing must have some serious air brakes or something.
Yeah, that was my thinking too. I was like, wouldn't it just slam into things?
Jordan looked like it's seen better days there.
Yeah.
Like it barely opened.
Oh yeah, by the way, millennials, this is a phone booth.
Yes.
Although I did realize something. We are technically millennials.
No.
Under the they broke down like the years. If you were born between this year and this year, you're Gen X. I think I don't know if it's 80 or 81, but it's millennials.
I thought there's like a different one. Exennials or something. That's what we were. Because we were at the end of like the Generation Xers and the starting, like we were in the middle. We're not the millennials. We're just like the morphing in.
Yeah, no, according to the thing I read, it's not.
Those things are a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, who knows? It's also like the signs. I'm technically
I won't believe
Ophiuchus,
it.
but nobody
Oh,
recognizes.
yeah, because there's actually another one.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, there's
everybody's
13.
one ahead or something. And there's
Yeah.
you're the new one?
I'm the new one. Yeah.
Ooh.
So,
Shiny and new.
Right?
Who knows what could happen? That's the alien one. Look at this guy.
and strangely, my horoscope still matches me perfectly. So does
Well,
Aquarius.
what do you know,
Yeah.
right? Hey, Danny DeVito.
I know, right?
This is like they just filmed him.
I
He
looked-
usually stands around in a
Yeah.
Napoleon outfit, yelling at Rhea Perlman.
I looked up most of these actors. Most of these actors haven't done a whole lot, so I just kind of like skipped it. Like for the most part, the actors, like a few people have like some reasonable stuff. Who else here? So what else do we got? Sean Penn and River Phoenix both auditioned for the role of Bill. So this could have been Sean Penn and Pauly Shore.
No shit. Oh
me-
my God. Sean Penn and River Phoenix. That'd have been something, eh?
Yeah, that could have been
Did you say River?
River Phoenix. Yes.
River. Oh, Circus of Time directory. That would be neat to have. That could be a neat, like when I saw that girl
yeah.
have the handbook of the recently deceased, but it was her bag.
Yes.
But from the angle, it looked like the book on a string.
Yeah,
Like
you
I was
can-
like, holy shit.
I think it's like HMVs or something like that. You go, well, when they were here, you could get the handbook for the recently deceased, but it was just a notebook, like a diary or something like
Okay,
that.
kids out there. Apparently, we're millennials too. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's like when you just won't admit who you are, like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. So apparently, this movie,
God.
original versions of the script, this was supposed to be more of a, like a Forrest Gumpy kind of thing,
Right?
where you would have, like, it was basically them ruining moments in history.
Right.
So like they would go and they would be the cause for the sinking of the Titanic. They would be the cause for like the plague, the Great Plague and stuff like that. What else? The crash of the Hindenburg.
But obviously they changed it.
No, they didn't. This
What?
is, you just are
Oh, yeah, I was like
misremembering everything.
never paying attention, as always.
Yeah. The movie you're thinking of is Dracula.
Oh, you're right.
Holy shit.
So Napoleon has accidentally traveled through time. Apparently it's safe if you're outside the booth. Maybe he was caught in the wake of the booth and I love the brother. He's like, doesn't give a fuck.
I was remembering the brother when we decided to do this movie, and I was remembering him as Jerry O'Connell for some reason. I
remember him as John Cusack. Doesn't that kid look like he could play John Cusack in a haunted movie where you see his past? Where he was haunted.
Look at his posters. He's just got one poster that says "Right On," and then he's got a King Kong poster.
Celebrate, party on, dude. Was it his birthday recently?
I guess so. And
is that a red power fist?
Yeah.
What is that, for communism?
I guess. Oh, he's got a Van Halen poster on the ceiling to jerk off to.
Oh, Jesus.
And like a beanie.
There's a lot of Van Halen. Who else was? Well, I guess he would listen to Van Halen too if his brother was, right?
Yeah, they're around the right age.
His brother's room is very like my brother's room.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all that crazy shit. Although that does kind of look like a boys' room regardless. You can pretty much do like a stereotypical boys' room and pretty much get it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls' room's all fucking pink.
Yeah. Start simple.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Is
it this one where they possess him or is that the next one?
It's the next one.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, it's the next
5 years
one.
from now, we'll do the sequel.
The next one is very much like the way Gremlins 2 was.
I love
where
it.
it's like, it's fun, but it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's really out there. I like it.
Yeah.
Fucking station and everything.
Well, and then lots of the good news too is we find out that William Sadler's returning as Death.
He is.
in part
Okay,
3.
so is this going to be maybe they get the old band back together and then do it? Like they'll go get Napoleon and their ladies must be their wives, I'm guessing,
the
right?
ladies are their wives as of the second one there. Well,
So
they're
maybe
together
they'd
and
want to
they're
go
gonna
back
be
to
the wives.
town to see their family or something.
I don't know. My understanding, if they went forward with what they talked about, they had talked about pitching something.
Right.
So if they go forward with that, basically it's called Bill and Ted Face the
Face
Music.
the Music.
That's the real thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that basically they're dads now and they're whatever, and they get confronted by somebody from the future going, you were supposed to become wild stallions and you didn't.
Like, where's the song?
And we told
where's
you.
the albums?
And we told you if you didn't, like,
the
you were
world's gonna be
supposed
fucked.
to, you were supposed to write this great song or whatever, and you didn't do it. You just spaced on it. And like, so like, that's kind of where
Just spacing.
yeah.
And so what would they need the booth for? They're going to have to find a band.
Yes.
It might be they already did that. See, because the thing is they went to death, like where?
I don't know.
Because they can't go they can go through time clearly, but
I think
that's
there should
like,
be
that's
no time travel.
I know that's what I'm saying too, but something different because like the second one was them going to hell and heaven and
I like the idea of them doing a little bit more time travel, having the phone booth again because it's
You gotta
classic,
have the phone
but then
booth.
also just having people like young kids going like, what is that thing? Like being weirded out by its existence, not the fact that it's a time machine.
and it's even now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an old phone. Well, it's time travel, so it's an old phone booth. Kids, okay, you don't see it right now. Burn that thing into your memory. That right there, that phone. You'll see it a lot in the movie.
Yeah.
Looks like that shitter outhouse, only it's got a phone in it.
Yes. I don't
That
know
one could too. It's probably a cup and a string.
Yeah. Oh,
Taking a big one here, don't go in here for about half an hour.
big old poop.
Can you bring me my sandwich?
But
He's mulling and farting. Wait a second.
go ahead.
That okay? So they need those. I don't think they should get rid of like phone booths because when aliens take over, when the bomb drops and all the fucking satellites go down, that is what you're gonna need right there. A landline. You listen to Ty Domi, man. Get that landline back.
Very regional. For how few people in our area actually talk about this.
You put him up on the screen.
There's no video.
Oh fuck.
Come on.
Well,
you
see,
blew it
that's the
again.
problem with the podcast world.
I know.
Picture him.
Yeah.
Picture a guy with a Neanderthal-like forehead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just look him
A
up. His name's
black
Ty Domi. He was
unibrow,
in
lots of
Toronto
scars on his face.
Yeah.
Terrible actor.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, he's got a dumb smile on his face because of all those concussions.
He's not really sure where he is.
So originally, there wasn't supposed to be a phone booth. It was supposed to be a Chevy van.
Oh.
And then they realized, and then they were like, oh, we don't want to rip off Back to the Future. So like, we're going to make it a phone booth. And then nobody seemed to give a shit that Doctor Who is like a friggin' phone booth.
Yeah. That's the TARDIS. Come on.
I know. But
It's neat to dial the number. It makes sense to me.
yeah, instead of having something built in, I was like, that's kind of
If, classic question.
Yeah.
This should have been played by Emilio Estevez.
that would have been great.
Where would you go back in time? You're not going to die either.
Okay.
Wait, no. Do you want do you want adventure where like you could possibly die?
I would.
Or do you want, you're not going to die?
I don't want to die, obviously.
You can't go to dinosaurs then if you don't think, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. That's the thing too. I would want to just experience certain things. I would want to just like be like show up and see like a Roman Colosseum, like a Roman gladiator thing, like as it was, and then go and see the Wild West as it was. The Wild West was apparently very pussy. There was not a lot of actual, like, I think they said there were only like 2 recorded gunfights.
So the whole thing's just a bunch of shit.
Yeah, like they were like as far as like 2 people
We
fighting
just
in
want
the street.
to.
Like there were gangs and there were train
Of
robberies
course.
and stuff like that, and like so the Wyatt
But it
Earp
wasn't
stuff was
like
all real, but it wasn't like literally
every
you cheated at
town,
cards. Yeah, it's like that shit never happened because they had law.
They are movies too, right?
Yeah, that's
you're,
true.
You're creating like a lore.
So this Billy the Kid, it's Dan Shore plays him. He was in Tron playing Ram, and he was. And then he was in Cagney and Lacey, and he was in Ghoulies 3.
Ghoulies 3, I should have recognized him. You know I know every inch of that.
I know. which
Ghoulies
somehow
3.
wasn't Ghoulies 3D.
That's one I need to find, because you mentioned Critters. They did Critters?
Yeah.
The same director?
Yeah,
you know what?
so no
I'm
writer.
watching. Okay, I'm watching it soon. I have 4 of the Critters films.
Oh, shit. Well,
So I'll
maybe
have
we
to
should
do
whip out a Critters here.
Yeah, we can
There
do
we go.
Critters.
There we go.
Let me watch it before. I've never watched any movie before.
Yeah, that's true.
But this one I will, and I'll pretend like all the jokes, like I didn't sit there while I watched it 15 times and made all these jokes up. And then, this one's off the fly. This one. That's it. That's actually it too. That's it. I hope you liked it.
My joke is that this one's off the fly, which isn't even like the proper term.
Fucking A.
Wrote
I'm gonna
it.
make up my own terms.
Me and Bruce Valanche took 3 weeks to write that.
Exactly right. Hey, did you hear about Siggy? We're looking at these cowboys.
Yeah.
Tarantino's doing some neat things on Netflix.
Where, like, what?
Yeah, what bar did he slide down? Who
Was that
knows?
Kirsten Dunst? Yeah, no, I heard about that. The whole Hateful Eight miniseries.
Yeah, so
thing.
Hateful Eight's going to be 5 50-minute stories with new stuff, and I guess they're going to show you Buddy going in the beginning. You know, because I hated that. Where like he's under the guy that was under the floor, and I'm like, what? Like you never. How am I supposed to be? How's that a twist?
I know.
You never told me. You know what I'm saying?
Unreliable narrator, man.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I thought that was cheap for him.
I like that this Billy the Kid, he was like in his 30s when he shot this, and like Billy the Kid was like 17.
Was he?
Yeah, they were actually, Bill and Ted were actually close to actual teenage age. They were 21 and 22 respectively. In it, so they were actually like.
I guess you didn't have really that long of a lifespan.
No.
In
No, well, Billy the Kid was Billy the Kid because he was a kid. You know, it was
right.
just-
That would make sense.
yeah, so like he was
8 years old.
Yeah, he died. William Bonney died. I think he died when he was like 20.
I'm not gonna shoot a kid. Oh, fuck! I should have shot the kid. Fuck!
Exactly right.
Look at the beard on this guy.
Yeah.
Wait do you see his pubes?
Well, that one's Bram from Sharon Lewis and Bram.
He's the creep one.
I don't even know if that's if that like goes beyond Canada. I don't know if they were Canadian or not.
I don't know. When I would like to
Skinnamarink
go
Kitty
back.
I would love to go
And
back.
I'd like to go back and like a lot of people say Woodstock, but I want to go back. Maybe like not Live Aid. I really like live music.
Did you hear they canceled Woodstock the 50th anniversary?
Yeah, good. The last one was like fucking people were getting raped and like.
Yeah. Well, this one was a disinterest. People just weren't down with the crowd with the lineup. It seems, and it was like there were a lot of people, but not a lot of huge people.
Well, look at friggin' like, oh my god, did you hear about Coachella?
Yeah.
After Coachella, the surrounding area was like riddled with herpes.
Yeah, they said
There's apparently in the States, because it's such a thing, you can actually send them a picture of your junk, and in 24, 48 hours, they will send you back, you had herpes or whatever.
They said there were 250 diagnosed things of herpes per day.
Every one of them originated from Taylor Swift.
I was gonna say Usher.
That actually makes much more sense because apparently,
because he's actually
got the gift that keeps on giving.
Do people call it that, or was that just you being brilliant?
That's me.
Oh, you did.
No, I think somebody said it before. I mean, come on.
Okay.
I've seen way too much TV. Like it's somebody else said it. So don't get all pissed off, all right?
Yeah, nobody's ever said anything. That's the way I
Like
see
I don't have an identity. It's old clips of TV shows and things. Like I don't know. I look in a mirror, it's like a flickering cartoon image of not me.
If it's not The Simpsons, it's Community.
Exactly. Well, I'm
For
the
me.
Simpsons, your community.
Yeah. No, I still have a lot of Simpsons in me.
Like it still happens to me, man.
Yeah.
I still get it.
Well, it's ingrained.
Still like, what was the one I was thinking of the other day? Yeah. You dial 9-1 when I say you dial 1 again. I don't know why they say like just random. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's so good.
They're philosophizing, but the man, the guy in this box, the little Caesar's box.
Yeah, I don't know what other things would you what other things would you want to go see? I'd really like to see dinosaurs if I could be in some
dinosaurs
kind of safe
would
thing.
be pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like it would be cool to see. Like it's awful, but like to see the bomb go off. That'd be something to see. Let me tell you. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I always say that if you die in a really like ridiculously crazy manner, you get extra points in the afterlife. Like you, like, you know, they're like, whoa, like that was a good one, man.
Yeah.
Like
you get dysentery
like,
and shit yourself to death.
Like
I know the only person who gets more credit is the guy who survived both Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
Because
No.
there was one dude
Yeah.
who he was on Hiroshima, got bombed, then he went to Nagasaki
Oh my
and got
Lord.
bombed again.
This guy's
and
like, it's
survived
me.
Both of them.
How do you feel after that? He's like, it's me. A woman probably said it to him too. You're the reason the bombs went off. And he's like, fuck, you didn't have to say it. Like,
They should make a comedy about him. For some reason, Seth Rogen plays him, and then at the end, he goes to Vietnam, and then he gets off the boat in Vietnam. I don't even know if you could take a boat to Vietnam, but we'll ignore that. And then
surrounded by water,
and then just all of a sudden they go, and then freeze frame, standing tall on the wings of my dreams.
You know, okay, so those guys will get like applause, but the best one, the slow clap, is going to be like Keith Richards, where they're just like, holy shit. Well, look what the cat drug in 275 years later.
And then he breaks the news to them that he didn't die.
I'm just coming in to use the bathroom.
They all re-died, and now we're back to him.
Just came in to shoot up in the shitter. Like, god damn it.
I don't think I would be able to find any woman attractive from like medieval times, because even like the most highborn women would probably all reek of shit.
Okay, the shit's no good.
It's like, because
I don't mind a little BO. I don't mind a little like after workout, you know, kind of. But like that might be too much funk.
That's when you suggest to go and like play in the river or something like that. You can get that shit off like that.
Let's go play in the soapy sponge room. Yeah, let's go. What do you think?
I'm just gonna bring a vat of Axe
they
body
must
spray.
Have some kind of
they do like
they bathe, but still I'm sure
they bathe and they're adorned in oils and
that's like the French bath,
but also
you just cover it up with more perfume.
But in the end they are shitting in a little pot in their room.
I don't know how however that was a good, like, throw your shit out the window into the street.
Yeah.
At what point in time did anybody ever but like, this is okay?
Well, where are you gonna put it?
This is okay.
Throw it up to the sky.
Like, I mean, this is poop. It reeks. It's poop. Clearly, you're like, this is. Yeah, it's like people smoking cigarettes. Don't pretend after 10 minutes you're like in the morning you're like, yeah, that's a bagel.
I said that to a friend of mine one time. He was smoking, and I'm like, yeah, everything's cool because you're 10 feet from the door. Good job.
Oh, I haven't smoked in like.
Oh, high five.
I don't even know how long.
That's awesome.
No, like, I mean, sometimes I'll be standing there and some homeless guy I'm like, he's got, like, you see him open a pack. I'm like, it's fate. I'm like, hey, can I buy one off you?
Well, see,
they don't even know. They see money.
Yeah.
They don't know the money, what it's worth. And they're just like, 10 cents. And I'm like, this cigarette's probably 75 cents. Like, thanks, bud.
Oh my God, that's so expensive.
But like I'm saying, I think I had a cigarette like the other day, one.
Yeah.
But it's over.
Well, you're doing great.
It's over.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, like every now and then, like I said, I'll have one, but.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Bill's dead. Or Ted.
Yeah.
Ted.
There you go.
Ted. There you go.
Gotta wrap our heads around this. Yeah, this is basically the episode 3 of Game of Thrones. If you go back and watch that.
Is the Game of Thrones battle better than the one in Avengers?
Yeah.
It's huge. Can I just watch the battle and not the show? Or should I really watch the show to be? There's like 5 or 7 seasons.
Yeah,
every episode's like a movie.
Yeah, but no, every episode's an hour long, except that one was an hour 35. But there's only like 10 episodes in a season, so it's not that bad. You would like the show.
You think? I like fantasy. I like my fantasy a little higher.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you old fat dragons.
This has everything you want. It's got the dragons. It's got the magic. It's got fucking
incest.
Tons of incest.
Lots of, you know, that's what I'm into.
So much
magic incest.
So many boobs.
Yeah. There's dinkies. Got any dinkies?
A lot of dinkies.
Ooh, good. I like a balance. I like a balance.
I do too. I agree.
But somebody got to be something there for the ladies, man.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe
I-
we'll do a Patreon where we do commentary for all the episodes.
A wing of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Dear Jesus. That'll
Like-
be a, that'll be a special.
Yeah.
It should be a
Well,
special.
that's what I'm saying. We do a Patreon thing.
I don't know
where
what that
people,
means.
It's people can
It's like we
people
you know,
subscribe to our Patreon and they get bonus.
we
material from
patronize
us.
them and
Yeah.
they pay us for it.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
So we've got ideas. He's very
that's when
brave
you-
here.
Yes, he
like
is.
that is for all intents and purposes a knight, and he should be somewhat aware of that. And he's like, well, that guy knows how to wield that sword.
I want you to know right now that if we were in this situation, I'd think about that too.
Yeah,
I'd think about it.
yeah,
And then I'd run away.
I'm fine with that.
And I'd be like, wow.
Well, I turned out
you would
being okay
appreciate that
anyways.
I even thought about doing it.
I really do.
Yeah.
But like, and if you said like, sorry, man, I ended up chicking out. I'm like, well, of course he had a sword and he was and he had armor.
Yeah, you know, like what the fuck? That sword went through that armor pretty good too. I was like, why even wear
Yeah.
the fucking thing?
There's again, we go back to the thing they hugged because they love each other, and then they called each other a fag.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they
Oh,
hugged
I
each other and
totally
then just
missed
went
it.
fag.
At least they know what they are.
I remember. Oh, wouldn't that have been way better? They hug each other and then go fag, and then just start sucking each other. hard.
But you're like, wow, this movie took a turn. Like, woo. Oh, maidens.
Those ladies are hot.
Yeah, which one?
The one on the left.
You want black hair?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll take the old carpets and the drapes here.
I don't think there is carpets.
Oh, I don't even know. Yeah,
Tennis.
probably they got the funk. Well, they're gonna love bathing.
Oh yeah. Shave those pits.
You'd have to bathe them yourself, though. If you're gonna give them their first real bath, you'd be like, "Let me show you how to do it, lady." Like, come on.
I tell you, it's the only double standard I really get behind, but the whole body shaving thing is kind of a like it's not a complete deal breaker.
Oh,
But-
you don't want to shave?
No, I want them to have shaved armpits and shaved.
Oh, I don't give a shit about anything.
I do like it's preference. It's all.
I will tell you. Okay, there is one.
Well,
I have had girlfriends.
with a dick.
I have had exactly. Like, I mean, I've had hippie girls where I have not a lot of girlfriends, but I'm saying like hair under the armpits. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you have some vag hair. I don't really care at all. I don't manscape.
Well,
I will never. I don't have a lot of body hair
Yeah, I have
or
tons.
self-confidence, but I don't care. But it's legs. If they have really hairy legs, that really does something to me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like it turns me off.
I understand that.
Like, I mean, you got a girlfriend, and they when it comes fine, but I mean, some of these hippie girls, it's like, holy
But
shit.
just know that we are aware of the double standard. We are aware of the irony and all that. It's very much like a woman is like, I don't date short guys. Like to me,
exactly.
to me, no difference.
It's exactly the same.
It's just
It's
like-
exactly the same.
yeah.
It's like I hate that. When
Right.
somebody, I only date tall, dark, and like a type,
Yeah.
like you'll be miserable for the rest of your life then if that's
Yeah.
the way. But that's what you want.
I
then.
literally said that when I was dating, where I was searching around. I was on a dating site, and they were like, "I only date guys who are over 6 foot tall." I'm like, "Well, enjoy your life filled with coin flip assholes."
Yeah.
Because like, well, you're over 6 foot tall, so it's good enough
Yeah,
for me.
exactly. Exactly. It's like a Kardashian. As long as you play basketball, you can impregnate them.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool with it. I'm positive that they just do it for ratings.
Yeah.
That she goes to a basketball player. She's like, "You impregnate me, and there'll be a lot of drama because you'll be cheating on me again because it's everyone, and
Yeah.
because like I'm a disgusting human being, so why not?" Fuck, she
And
might
not
be.
just
She's probably the only
Kardashian.
coolest one.
Not just Kardashians, just Armenians.
You know the thing. I can't believe what's happening right now. Where like at Coachella, Kanye West, he's been doing a Sunday service where he's the pastor. He already thinks like he's God.
Yeah.
50,000 people showed up to jerk Kanye West off.
I know.
Like, wow, is this really what Kanye West needs? Is now to be like he's a preaching God now? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. And
I've been
people
over-
are paying into this. People like he's so cool.
I liked Kanye West for 2 songs.
I don't know. I don't mind his. I don't mind his tunes. I like a lot of his music.
Poopity scoop.
That was the best one.
Scoop-de-doop.
The greatest song ever.
I'll never forget the Saturday Night Live thing. They were doing a what's the movie? A Quiet Place?
Yes.
Whatever, yeah.
Where they can't say nothing?
Yeah, yeah. And so they were doing a thing on that, and they were all walking very quietly. And then somebody had like headphones on. They're like, "The new Kanye's out," and the other person's like, "What is? Let me hear." And it's the poopity. And then all of a sudden, it's A.D. Bryant. She goes, "Did he just say poopity scoop?" And then gets sucked in by the monster.
Poopity scoop,
And then they're like,
woo.
and then they're like, "Oh, Kanye just tweeted something about the president." he said what? And he gets sucked in. And it just
Oh
keeps
my
happening over and
Lord.
over again. But yeah, Kanye is a fucking nightmare.
Like but the fact that there's like, you know, even seeing this is, you know, dating us and sounding old, but it's like looking at like who's at Coachella and stuff and like what the kids are like, I'm like, oh my God, like mumble rap and like can you just put a show on? Like
Lots of, it's the face tattoos. Or
oh,
just,
like Lil Xan and all these dudes, like what in the fuck?
yeah, I was proud of myself for knowing
Ugh.
most of the people,
What the fuck is this?
but then I'm just like, oh yeah, it's
Something growing on my hand.
oh gross. See, again, I literally the last episode I edited, I was talking about you picking at yourself, and here you are.
Fuck.
But,
like an old gourd. Holy crap, all the nodes and giblets and things hanging.
That's
and
amazing.
Skin tags.
It's like
and
you've got leprosy.
discoloration. Oh, there goes another one.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
sometimes I just carve a face in his belly. I gotta stop doing
That's
that.
who you're listening to now.
Oh,
Well, there
we're
he
back.
is.
We're back in Grace Jones' house. Which, by the way, that probably is just Grace Jones. I don't know why I keep telling jokes only when you're drinking.
Look at Grace Jones swinging that big stick around from Conan. I'd let her fucking rock me.
I just like met her penis.
Okay, right. I'll let her punch the shit. This is where Grace Jones' penis hangs out.
Yeah.
Wearing Brett the Hitman shades.
Grace Jones still looks really good for her age.
She's hot, man.
She's
She should have been. They should have had her in Wakanda just for a scene. Like she
you
could
know
have been
what?
one of the elders or something.
No,
like
you know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say she should have been one of the Queen's Guard or the King's Guard to T'Chaka.
yeah.
And then so like she's still there and she's like some guy. I think I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah, fucking right.
You don't even
on.
have to give her a line. Like just like she's there and people would. I like this scene. I don't know what it is about this. Well, it's the music, so I do know what it is.
Couldn't
But it's just there's
technically-
something like effective.
I agree.
about this.
If this movie's got a lot of heart, man, it's a good movie.
It does.
I watched this with my girlfriend, and she was like, "This is the fucking dumbest movie she's ever seen." Is this a dude movie? I think it might be.
I think it's an adolescent movie,
Yeah.
and I think that dudes are more likely to cling on to adolescence. I think is the thing. So I don't think that it's
I
necessarily.
did
for
like when they
dudes.
called each other fags.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, I do. I
did
do like.
really enjoy that actually.
I do like a good hate crime. I don't like the one thing I don't like about this is like
That guy looks like somebody in
under
something.
no circumstances would they have ever strummed their guitar like that. So why is that the?
Where do you see the video? But if they were gonna write a tune,
Yeah.
couldn't they then go into the future and listen to the tune,
Yeah.
right, and then just rip themselves off?
You know what it actually
Or can they
reminds
not
me
do
of?
that because they haven't created it yet?
Yeah, there's probably
And you
some-
can't go to the future unless
There's
it's
probably a
happened
rule.
already.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't- yeah. Again, it's
fuck.
the Avengers really like they as much as like you might have like issues with the logic of their time travel.
Apparently, it was pretty close to what
They-
it really.
But they opened it all up because that's one of my favorite lines is when they're sitting there and they're going through everything and then what and then who was it? So it's like so Back to the Future was just bullshit.
Yeah, I love the tied the sweater around the waist. This is like the grunge look. I miss it.
Yeah.
Where like Pearl Jam, he's like, I bought this shirt for 12 cents, and
I
it was
had
all
so
about
many
like
fucking like of those shirts that
the plaid,
plaid
like
shirts and
they were
stuff.
good shirts. Good, the real unisex shirt. Anybody could jump on the grunge.
yeah, man.
Grunge ladies were hot. I was like goth ladies. I
only liked
miss
one.
the whole. I used to go all the time in Toronto to Velvet Underground, and it was always like all the goths.
Yeah.
And they were always playing like like 9 Inch Nails and like like The Cure and all that shit. It was I fucking miss that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All the goth chicks were hot, man.
Yeah. I was really into one. That was it.
One chick. Oh my god, here we go. This looks like the greatest thing ever.
Ziggy
Like
Piggy. Ziggy
purple
Piggy.
ice cream.
That girl looks exactly like that. Like all of the kids look exactly the same. I want to go to this place.
He's like, stop poking me.
He's really funny in this.
He's
too,
killer.
for, like,
Why do you think they chose Napoleon to be the guy who gets stuck?
I think it's his inferiority complex.
Right.
Right. Like it's.
It does work.
Oh, absolutely.
Like when they were thinking about writing the movie, I wonder did they argue? You know, talk about other guys or maybe this guy comes with it, maybe this guy. Like,
and I think that arguably of all of them, he's probably the most well known.
He is actually probably, and like Billy the Kid, I think.
Yeah, but it's like I think from a like Billy the Kid more conceptually, Billy the Kid cowboy, Napoleon was a general and a big deal and an emperor.
This happens at every restaurant I've ever been to me. We should make Ziggy Piggy buttons.
I think they probably already exist.
Fuck.
I'm not infringing on Keanu's
Damn
rights.
it. Look at the medals he's got. Look at that one there. It looks like it turns into like look at this big huge one there.
My question is, why does he have medal? Who awarded him medals?
Himself?
He's the emperor. Yeah.
He himself.
Yeah. I guess that's probably like how Kim Jong-un
exactly
gets in all the movies.
Best haircut in all of North Korea goes to me for the 5th year in a row.
Most handsomest little guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's loop to loop.
So this, the actual phone booth from the movie actually was given away as a prize in Nintendo Power magazine.
No way.
Or was it GamePro? Let me look. I have it here.
Oh, no, Vienna, Austria.
Yeah, it was Nintendo Power magazine. So somebody presumably still owns that movie.
You know, as a kid, when we watched this movie as a kid, did we know everybody? I'm sure we did.
Yeah,
like we knew all the characters.
I knew like
Sigmund Freud, Billy the Kid,
again. Like
Mozart.
I couldn't have given you a lot. Like I wouldn't have been able to get into the Oedipus complex.
No, none of that shit. But we knew them, right? Because at least in history class, we were like, oh, okay, I know these people, right?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, do you think that the whole sexy stepmother thing has something to do? Like did they put that in because they have Freud? And then have the whole.
That's a really good. That's a really good insight there. Yeah,
I feel like it's something that somebody who saw this when they were 12 thought was obvious, and is like, "You fucking morons."
I think this guy really looks like if the ghost in the painting in Ghostbusters. What's his name?
Oh, fucking Vigo.
Vigo. If Vigo played Mozart. That can't
again.
Look
It's
at
still
that, man.
Beethoven.
I just worry about look at these curtains and these candles, man. Like all the hair gel.
I know. Rod Loomis played Freud there. He was in Beastmaster. And then this guy is in a bunch of stuff. He was in The Exorcist 3. He was in Signs. He's always a doctor or a professor too.
Right.
And
look at his arms moving around as he plays.
And he was
just
in Kinsey.
Faking it.
Yeah, I know. So great. I love that they mispronounce everybody's name too, which is like, shouldn't this have changed the course of history?
Oh, this is what's her name? Let me see her face. She's got spunk, this one. I like her.
Her hair and
I like her, yeah.
This is actually one of the most interesting historical stories. Like when I finally got to hear about it, I was like, this is a crazy, can't be real story.
So she looks
like
French.
Winona Ryder.
She looks French. She's beautiful. So what is give me the Coles notes.
Okay, so basically this young girl.
Perfect position.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. He just whips out his dick. He's like, do it. And then she just becomes subservient, and France is taken over. She's basically like a peasant girl in France who is called upon by God to go and find the Dauphin and help lead his armies. She shows up, and then they try to trick her by saying this person's the Dauphin, and then it's really like this person over there, and they're like, no, you're the Dauphin. And so it like becomes a whole thing where like everybody's believing that she's been chosen by God, but then another person has also been chosen by God to like defeat her and all that, and then through everything she's burned for witchcraft.
That sounds like a romp.
Well, yeah.
Like a hilarious romp.
So this is our friend Al
There
Young,
he is.
who he has been in many of our movies: Big Trouble in Little China, Die Hard, They Live, Double Dragon, and Lethal Weapon 1 and 4. We haven't done those movies yet, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah, we haven't done any Lethal Weapons.
Nope.
Did you see that scene right there? He just was eating that must have been awful for that poor slave girl.
Yeah.
Like he just spits all this rancid dead animal out, and then he's just right on her.
Hot girls in Hollywood have it so bad because they're basic, especially in this kind of time. You're like, we're going to objectify you horribly, treat you like garbage. We're going to spit all over you, and we're going to do all this kind of shit. And if you don't like it, you can go do porn.
Yep.
Like those are your options.
I heard, I listened to like the story of fucking Princess Leia's mom. What the hell's her name?
Uh,
Curly Sue there.
Yeah.
What the fuck's her name?
Yeah, I know. I can't remember.
I can't think of her
right
name.
now.
But anyways, when she was young,
Yeah.
her mother brought her to MGM.
Yeah.
They took her. Oh, fuck. What is her name? I can't. It's killing me. Anyways, they took her to a room. She's like 6 or 7 or something. They take her to a room. Dude walks in, takes his pants down,
Yeah.
and she doesn't know what's happening at all.
Yeah.
She laughs. The guy freaks out and leaves. They get kicked out. And then mom's just like, well, MGM's not a good studio. On to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, what?
There is
Like, okay, well, first I would be like, this industry is disgusting. This is the end of it. It wouldn't be like, hey, like, hopefully that doesn't happen at the next one.
there's a thing about actor moms, actor dad. Like they were even saying in Tosh.0 one time they did an episode where they had kids reenact some of like the most gross. Pause. Abby, go to bed. Good night. Anyways, they were doing some of the most like gross like internet porn things. I'm now whispering because I don't know where my daughter is. But she but yeah, they had the like they did like the 2 girls 1 cup kind of things. And it was like stuff like that, but they had them acting it out in a way that was non-sexual.
Right.
But like then the first thing he said, he's like the things parents will do to get their kids a SAG card.
Yep.
Because it's friggin'
Yep. Shirley Temple.
yeah, man.
Shirley Temple, that's her name.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. No, that's not Carrie Fisher's mom.
What? Oh, fuck, what is her name? Because she wrote that movie about her.
Yeah.
Postcards from the Edge.
Yes.
Fucking, not Shirley Temple.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Ah, it's murdering me, my man. Did we wake her up with her loud ass voices?
Maybe Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds. Damn. Maybe. Okay, so then it's not. I'm thinking Shirley Temple.
Oh, okay.
Not her mother,
Okay,
but
that's
still
possible,
awful
yeah.
story, but true. That just shows you like the mentality of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's what makes me think like, we're going to do it our way. So we're going to have to do this crazy shit. But sometimes like I heard a story about like, apparently like, this is why Justin Bieber's all fucked up because apparently he was backstage at a show and they literally just brought some young boy in and they were like, you're going to bang this guy. And he's like, what? Like, no, I'm not. Like, what the fuck is this? And apparently that's why he had a big fit. He was out on tour or something and all this crazy shit happened. And that is apparently the story that goes with it. And now he's all, he's having mental, because the industry is disgusting.
Yeah.
Isn't it awful to find out years later that all your heroes are pieces of shit?
Yeah.
Like,
or have gone through like some of the most like menacing.
Oh God. Oh, this is how we used to eat gum in the 80s.
Yeah. Still do. The guy who plays Lincoln there, his name is
Save the Humans.
Robert V. Barron. He did a lot of like in the old day, like in the olden times. He was in like Bonanza and Wild Wild West and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden he started doing like tons of voiceovers for anime.
Yeah.
He was like he had like 30 or 40 gigs.
Hey there.
It's the guy
It's
who came in.
Tainomi.
Yeah.
Perfect
callback.
Yeah, like what the fuck? No dinosaurs.
No dinosaurs.
I think the next one is going to be them traveling through time and getting musicians for their band to write a song.
I think that would be a good idea.
But it's kind of the same thing they did here, but death's with them, so like something's going to happen. So it's going to get wacky.
Yeah. They've obviously got an idea because I don't think they would have even bothered if they didn't feel.
Oh
like
no,
it was
fucking.
worth it,
Well, they
right?
said they weren't going to do it unless it was a cool script. Like it really,
Well, because I mean, Keanu doesn't have to.
Keanu's a god.
Yeah.
He's my acting coach.
I'm really looking forward to part 3.
I fucking totally am.
It's gonna be.
I
so
watch him part 1 if I wasn't looking forward to part 3. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but
Nothing makes any sense.
Especially that earring. Do you know what George Carlin 20 years ago would have said about that earring?
Yeah.
Holy Lord.
The same thing those two guys said about each other when they hugged. And that's after one of them saved the other one's life.
He probably knew that in the future they don't care. Yeah. They don't care about this kind of thing, so he stopped an earring in. That's a good character.
I think that should be the part,
mentality.
That should have been the part, like 5 seconds after they disappear in the, what's it called? When the phone booth disappears from the future, it just becomes a huge bisexual orgy. They just all start like piling onto each other.
Big pile up.
Yeah.
I feel bad we woke your daughter up, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably she's been having sleeping troubles, so it could have been anything.
She probably spit her pillow out again tonight. You got to make sure she really swallows the whole thing.
I know.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, we've been getting in trouble lately for
The
being
chloroform's really fucking her up. Got to go with the pills, man.
I hear you. Catch you later.
Catch you later, Todd and Joe. Catch you later, Joe and Todd.
I like that.
Look how they're going to fit in this fucking phone booth. Holy, just like a clown car.
No doubt.
No doubt, y'all. What's on sale there? 99 cents? Like same sales? Like, oh, here we go. Yeah.
Those are some high ass pants.
Look at the flamingos. Yeah, this is a serious backyard. She's like, what's this always? Oh, look at the camel toe shot.
Yeah. She is.
Oh,
something
hey,
else.
Lord. She is. I agree. Got
Look
the
at
raw.
those-
Look at the headphones,
Look at
man.
this. I saw something recently too. There was a guy walking around with headphones like that. Oh, you know what? It was an old Conan. I've been watching a lot of the Conan 25.
Yeah.
And it was like he was going bird watching with his bird watching group, and he got up. He had
I think
like
I've seen this one,
he had
actually.
an eagle puppet, and he was in the tree going, "Ah," and then some old dude walked by, and he had like those like Sony headphones that were a radio and had
Yeah.
the giant antenna on them and stuff like that. I was like, it's so funny.
It's like radiating your brain while also destroying your neck muscles. Like it's a real double whammy.
It's a whole.
What a
lot of-
product.
It's Genghis Khan, by the way.
Ooh.
It is. That's
Genghis?
Genghis Khan.
Oh, that's
I didn't.
Genghis.
I didn't.
See, that's the kind of shit when they wear it at the gym. I like the 80s look, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes a girl will come into the gym with the 80s like, oh, Sigmund Freud. You don't want to leave him with a vacuum for too long. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. Oh, my God. You're going to have them all cleaning. Oh, of course. Genghis is going to seeing things out of the toilet here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just like the idea that these guys would just agree to do the.
Yeah, the housework.
The housework.
They don't even know what housework is. They're learning. Genghis Khan seems like he's a lot more reasonable than you'd think.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It took longer than I thought, actually, before he was going to get sexed out of that fucking little vacuum there.
And then we're back to the mall because every 80s movies, they just had to show you. I feel like they thought that malls were not going to be a thing anymore. And they're like, we have to show them what a great idea they were.
Well, I guess, like, if there's one thing you'd be possibly amazed at,
Yeah.
it might be the mall.
A bunch of stores. Okay, there's a good thing. You go back in time. What's the first thing you show somebody to blow their mind?
Back in time.
Yeah.
No toilet.
No toilet. You just gonna
Hey,
show
look
them
at
the
this. There's
toilet?
no toilet. I'm like, wow, I'm from the future. I'm used to toilets.
No, I'm saying you are showing them something to blow their mind. Like this is from the future.
Oh, TV.
TV, phone. Although I don't. The only problem with it, you'd have to
You'd
have
have
a
to
lot of
explain
things on
it.
it. Yeah.
I think the phone would be impressive to them later. Once everything sinks in and they're like, well, you have a TV on there, you have a radio on there, you can talk to somebody.
It's
That would be impressive.
literally.
Yeah, talking.
It's like information.
Face
It's-
dialing. Face dialing would do it.
Yeah. I see. I'm down with all that stuff.
And they'd smash your phone because they think somebody's trapped in there.
How shitty would it be to where your like final like school assignment was a speech to the school? It was like your history assignment. You have to say in front of everybody. I remember when
Yeah,
I
like-
did that shitty music assignment where I had to like make an instrument and I half-assed it as much as humanly possible. And then I was
How do they
just like,
expect us to do anything in that realm? Like, what do you really want me to make an instrument that works?
I
And
know.
if it sounds like shit or stupid, you're going to give me like a crap grade?
yeah, and that was and I literally just made like drums out of like tub containers because I
like
I
Stomp.
literally did it.
You
till the last
started
minute.
Stomp.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I brought them all in, but then you have to like present it in front of everybody, and you're like, yeah, it's I clearly didn't try very hard, as you can see.
You're never supposed to say that.
I know.
This is where you would find me as well. I love water parks.
I do love a good water park.
I love going to water parks too because there's always like somebody.
Oh, that was
Holy
dangerous.
Jesus, man!
Like that was like
Like that guy was trying to kill himself for like the non-existent lawsuit. He's like, I'll get a free ice cream.
how free were water parks that she took 11 kids?
They were nothing. It probably cost $0.25 for all of them.
Probably.
And they're not locking the turnstile because they don't care that much.
No.
Because this is back in the day where the 80s were like, hey, did those guys sneak in? Good for them.
They just went down backwards.
Yeah,
like
no,
so
there's
many
no
things
rules.
I couldn't
Guy's
have.
fucking loaded.
I like that he has his old timey bathing suit somehow.
They've got one there in the shop.
Yeah.
Looked like old Napoleon. He's like, oh, that worked out really well.
Like that.
Really well.
It looks like a California hazmat suit. Because like I still gotta look sexy, bro.
It's like some old fireman's uniform.
Yeah. feel like
I
you
am
can
going
see
to
his dick through it.
Wonderland on the 13th and 14th.
Oh, you're going for
Yeah,
that
10
preview
till
thing?
6.
Nice.
It's short. I don't think anybody's going to be there. They had really cheesily, like, which I thought was a waste. They have an opening day just for season pass holders.
Yeah.
And this year it was from 5:30 till 10:30, like 5:30 in the evening till 10:30 at night.
Oh my God.
And apparently, obviously, everybody went to the new roller coaster. And it was like a 3-hour wait.
Oh, of course it was.
But I'll be there Monday, school day.
Yeah.
Right after a weekend. Should be dead.
I hope it is for your
The
sake.
next day, I'll be there the moment it opens.
Yeah.
At 10. My pass, old lady's pass,
Yeah.
because we got to get hers.
I guess.
Boom. Fucking Spartan kick that kid right off.
I want hope as long as it's not like the way it was with the Star Wars land, the first reservations. Like people had to wait hours online to try and get
Yeah, I
reservations
heard it
to
was
go
like
wait in
the whole
line.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. No way in hell. I
That's-
don't care what ride it is. I would stand there as a kid. I won't do it anymore.
Well, the thing is,
If it's over like an hour, I'm not going to do it.
I have no need to be first. It's still going to be there later, right? So it's like, I'll go 6
If-
months. Like,
Right, exactly. You want to, why are you going to go there to be the first person? Like, fuck that.
like
Wait
it's,
all day
it's
to
fun
ride
to
one
be able
ride.
to say that, but if then you're the second person, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and guess what? I was the 8 millionth and 50th, and I did that ride and all the other ones.
And it was exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Like your
Yeah.
experience was no different.
I'm jazzed. I love Wonderland.
Oh,
Here we go. This is it.
This is really interesting. I think that
workout.
exercise is a really interesting way of looking at time, because like calisthenics, like your aerobics and stuff like that was such an 80s thing. You'll never ever find somebody doing this today. Now it's your yoga and your CrossFit
spin
and
class
things like
and
that.
your. My doctor actually told me to stop, as you can probably tell by the video that we shot earlier.
No,
he's
because we didn't
Oh,
shoot it."
that's right. It didn't friggin' go. Fuck it. Who cares? And he essentially told me like stop pumping heavy weights. He's like, do weights, but do like low. He said, because he said when you look at those big ripped muscle guys, he's like, they actually have the bodies of like a 90-year-old. He's like, they're a mess. He's like, all those muscles do not equate to actual health.
Yeah, I saw an interview with one guy who was like a gigantic dude. Like his arms were like 40
ridiculous,
inch,
like
like
us.
40-inch
Yeah.
biceps, and he was and all he talked about, he's like, it's the horrible life. He's like, I would never ever recommend it to anybody. He's like, I have to force feed myself like 10 times a
It's
day.
disgusting.
And he's like, I feel like garbage. He's like, I'm doing damage to my heart. He's like, it's no different. He's like, I weigh almost 400 pounds. He's like, it's no different than if I was 400 pounds of fat.
Right, exactly.
So, and
It's a
dead
weight on the heart.
Yep.
That's what it is. Okay, so look, now this is the 80s again. 2 old men hitting on clearly like these high school girls. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're Sigmund Freud eating a corn dog, of course.
I know. I would like to like redo this movie
Dude, they're
with
so going
like,
to score.
but get like bigger celebrities to play all the people.
It should be Hugh Laurie as Sigmund
that'd be-
Freud.
That'd be good. I was gonna say I had somebody in mind for Socrates too, and I've lost it now.
John Goodman.
No, John Lithgow actually.
John Lithgow. There you go.
But
Who would be Genghis?
this guy? He would
Same
still
guy.
play- He's the perfect.
He hasn't
guy.
aged today.
No, I don't think he has. To be honest,
Joan of Arc.
it's either that or Margaret Cho.
I can see Joan of Arc. I cannot picture who she is.
Allison Brie.
Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar is very old now.
Okay, that chick in the background.
He is still.
Got some moves. Boom. Well, that's the violence against women. Great sportsman-like shot, just like a real basketball player.
That's how it was. Perfect. Oh, and then see, this is back in the day when a security guard would go after a non-black.
It's his job.
Yeah. I'm Abraham Lincoln.
How the fuck would I believe that?
See, now whose voice am I supposed to believe? Is
But
it
I'm the
his
guy from
voice?
today's special, huh?
Yeah. Is it
Take my
his
hat
voice
off.
or Daniel Day-Lewis? Man, you're really regional today. You just
I
say
abandoned
today's
my
special.
boy.
If I cut out everything that you said that like people who listen to our show wouldn't know, you might not be heard on this episode.
Wow. Get over it, people.
See?
I live somewhere, baby.
See, she knows. Yeah, get over it. I have a home.
Yeah, right?
Can you dig it? I know.
Oh,
I know
fuck.
most of our listeners don't have homes.
It's just some old radio.
Yeah.
It was either buy a home or get this radio.
How are they hearing us
Listen
on
to
the
miscast commentary. I had a choice of family of life, Fuck it.
I live outside a 12-year-old's bedroom, so I can hear podcasts occasionally.
Yeah, sure. It's for the podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast.
Oh no, I'm just saying
occasionally.
that's just what happens. Yeah, he'll just occasionally hear one.
Fucking right. He's like, oh, well, it was really. Was he okay with that?
Yeah, I think he's fine.
He was like, is this solo still going? And he was like looking at his watch.
Yeah.
I got to close in 15, but this is the most people we've had here like fucking since we opened.
He gets mad when they're doing stairway and stuff like that. Yeah.
Look at everybody's. Yeah.
Why is she getting arrested for doing this?
Maybe Emma Stone. No. She would be Mila Jovovich.
Well, she played Joan of Arc, I think, in a movie.
She did. See, this works.
Okay.
Actually, someone knew that.
Well, I'm trying to find a young person because Joan of Arc was like 17.
So we don't know what their age is. So she looks young.
Unbelievably. No, Mila Jovovich doesn't look young.
But we can digitally de-age her.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Genghis Khan's thinking. He can't skate. He's like, give me a helmet.
Yeah.
Call the guy a Mongol.
Genghis Khan believes
safety first.
Yeah, he believes in safety, except when it comes to putting on a rubber. He's most most of our dads.
Dear God.
That's true. It's it's like
my dad's penis hates rubbers.
Well, no, but there's that thing where it's like you're 50%. There's like a 50% chance or something that you're related to Genghis Khan.
Really?
Yeah, because he fucked everybody in the world at one point.
Wow.
So
that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's like a better number than
That's why,
Lemmy.
That's why, like
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, well, I saw like my mom did that ancestry DNA thing, and it said like less than 1% Asian. And then I'm like, well, that's probably what it is, because like that was a big thing, because they were like going through and conquering places, and he was just raping his way through the planet. And yeah,
wow,
so something to
man.
Abraham Lincoln. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I know. I know his moles really.
Yeah,
they really went all out on the mole in this one.
I feel like he is actually my model of what Abraham Lincoln really looked like.
Right.
Like if I like.
He knows his birthday. It must be him.
If I could draw a picture from memory type thing, it wouldn't be an actual picture of Abraham Lincoln that exists. It would be a picture of that guy in that station.
I would draw a lizard. That's what I'd fucking draw.
Yeah. There's computers.
Oh my God, this guy's gonna pass because oh my God, they're we already talked.
I was so bummed out because I had this thing. I saw that the guy who played Lincoln, he died in Salinas, California, and I'm like, Salinas, just like the movie, and then I forgot. And I'm like, oh, it's San Dimas. I had a whole thing that fell apart.
It just ruined it.
Yeah.
Do you remember I did that at school? I sold out hard.
Yes.
I had to say the principal pulls me aside just before I'm supposed to go on stage for something.
Yeah.
And he's like, when you're done, say like Governor Simcoe football rules. And I was like, oh my God. The moment he said it to me, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I
was like, I have to say it. I was like, I have to. Like, I piss this guy off all the time. Like, all I do is piss this guy off and he just lets me go. And I'm like now this is the moment. Like, I got to do it.
You should have pissed him off one last time. That's the way I see it. Oh.
What? But Dad.
It's weird because like the threat of military school, like it was just such a weird, again, a very 80s
it's still
thing.
going. It is a very
like
we're sending you away.
Yeah, like you're going to boarding school.
But it's because we just don't understand you, and I don't want to. You're not even a bad kid. You're pretty cool. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah. He's like your mom's not like Bill's stepmom. They'll just fuck anywhere.
Do we ever see the other ones, parents? Oh, we just did in the next one.
Yes.
Just the dads.
Yeah, no, you see that I think it's just Missy's in the second one as well.
But Missy and the two dads, you never see another woman with the other one when they're not with Missy.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
This is so ridiculous. Like,
but also very straight, like a strangely
makes sense to me.
Logic.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Actually, it'd be kind of funny if the they forget to do the keys after this, but then in part 3 they do the keys. That'd be a fun little moment. Yeah, it's the dumbest. See, that's the thing. If you explain anything with confidence about time travel, then you just buy into it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because like everything they said in Back to the Future made sense. Everything they say in this makes sense.
I mean, the thing too is it's a fucking movie.
It's not.
Like, who fuck it? Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
If you smoke around me, don't exhale. Is that for himself?
Yes.
Like don't you think if you
That
would
should
put
be
it
on
on the
the
other
outside.
side?
Yeah. But this
He's
is
reminding himself, don't smoke today, bud.
it's just set decorators. They just found something that they thought would be pretty cool. Look at the mullet of that guy in the back.
Lord.
You know who he looks like? He looks like the dude from The Wedding Singer, the limo driver that Alan Culvert played.
Oh, yeah, I love that guy. Don't worry about it, man.
You think because you want to be Fonzie.
Sometimes I just want somebody to hold on to me and say, everything is going to be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks, man. You know what? See, a lot of these, like the mullet.
Yes.
The mullet is a hairstyle you look back at it and go like, oh my God. Right? There's some like these two there. If you keep your hair short,
Yeah.
there's not a lot that you're going to do that's going to like, you'll be regretting.
Like maybe
Like both their hairstyles would still fly today.
yeah. Well,
His is a little frump dump thing here, this
Yeah.
bowl thing.
They both have their faults. Like
Well, no, he's naturally curly.
yeah.
See,
but
like,
still.
look at that fucking flock of seagulls.
But
like
even
a
then,
fucking
like
thing
somebody
over
with naturally,
there.
they would want to cut that even shorter.
You still see people like that in Toronto every now and then. I like it. I love it.
My favorite thing too is that those are always the people who are like, I don't want to just be like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to dress like this, like all my friends do.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. Duck.
This is basically the same scene he does in The Matrix,
Yes.
except
Word for word.
yeah. See, and even that
There's
was Mr.
another
Smith.
there's another like inspirational sticker there on that one. It says, if you can do better, please do it.
Nice.
Oh, here we go. Get it. I thought
That was
thought
like,
this scene was in the other one.
yeah, that was like what was it was a comedy bit. I can't remember who did it. Maybe Mike Birbiglia. He was sitting there. He saw a quote from Abraham Lincoln. It said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." He's like, "That's a pretty generic quote. That'd be like saying, 'Go get him, Abraham Lincoln.'"
Do your best.
Yeah, exactly. Was he also?
We gave
letting the hookers
110% out there
Yeah.
tonight. Really firing on all cylinders. Just
Abraham
couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to dig deep next time.
Yeah.
Coach gave a good speech there.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck! Yeah, you're helping these crazies out of the prison.
See, this is my thing though. Now, did they think that this was them being clever, or was this like them going like, "How do we get them out of here?"
Right.
And it's like, let's
Yeah,
just
works.
write a bunch of craziness.
They fucking put themselves right in a corner there.
You know what though? I'm really.
Oh my God, Billy! They could get out the window.
Yeah, I know.
You rob trains. What is the problem
you
here,
sh-
man?
You should be dexterous enough to like
They, wa-
hop up a window.
they still can't get over. I don't know what movie we were watching when the guy like, I think he throws like a grenade into a garbage can, and the guy puts his whole body into the garbage can to get it.
I don't.
What fucking movie was that? I was just like, who the fuck, like,
I have.
or like in a horror movie where it's like, what was that sound? And you know, like they're about to get their head chopped off, so they stick their head out the window as far, like I'm looking out the. This is how I look out of a window for things, like
Yeah. Make sure that neck's nice
yeah,
and stretched.
like.
Hope there's no katanas nearby.
I remember like speech day and stuff. I did give you a speech on manta rays.
I get the worst speech I ever did. I tried to do a speech on Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then there wasn't enough stuff apparently, and then I was told to
Check
change
it out.
it. Then I was told to change it, and then I ended up doing one on Bob Hope. I was like, I couldn't, and but
Now,
the
you're
one
not
thing I
being trying
remember,
to please the teacher, like, oh, the teacher
Yeah.
knew who Bob Hope is. I'll get some
Yeah.
some points here.
but like he used to like, I guess he had like a bit of a British accent, and I remember his name was Leslie Hope. And then like he introduced himself in like boarding school as he goes, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Hope Leslie." So everybody called him Hopelessly. This would be a fantastic presentation. This
Yeah, but
is the
you
kind
don't
of
really learn
presenta-
anything though.
Well, no, but here's your thing. This is the kind of presentation you would have put on at school, except this would have been for math.
Ooh, for math. Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
this
right?
this couldn't have less to do with what I asked you to do. So what? I'm out
That
of
was
here. in
every
6
presentation I
months.
did. Oh, school is just like a bunch of craziness,
Yeah.
man. Come on.
I loved that.
Fuck. Like, and I love when they make it seem like it's like the end all be all.
I like
Like,
that he
come
threatened him
on.
with a gun.
It's got a real gun. All the kids got guns too.
School shootings used to be
man.
kind of exciting.
And now they happen at assemblies all too often.
Yeah.
They're boring and scary at the same time.
I want to make spin-offs of all of these, have like little web series about, well, you've returned all these people to their times. Now what?
Right.
Like it's just like everybody has this weird ennui about like I've traveled through time and now I
and
have
then
to just go back and live
wouldn't
this.
it be in like this is
The belly button?
they did not pass because of this awesome performance. She just sucked all their dicks. What's her name there?
Oh hell yeah,
Maurice. What's her name?
Missy.
Oh, Missy. Pretty close. Pretty
mean,
close there,
well,
actually.
Like they're standing so still. I was like, did they just put up like wax figures of them so they didn't have to have them on set for this? So like he's moving, like but like
oh no, they are giving little snippets of.
yeah. Well, they're moving, but when it went to the yeah. I
What
love
a
this.
Great fucking. I love like if you don't get an A+ on this, you've failed.
I know. It's
Did
not
you
perfect.
really like? I wonder what the teachers really think about when they fail you. Like, did they really need to fail you? You know, they did a test where and all the teachers didn't know the answers to any of the tests that they were giving you.
I'm pretty sure it was the Michigan standardized.
And it
test.
was like, how are you failing me?
Yeah.
You don't know any of this. Like,
I
how
know.
fucking hypocritical. But if the system's going to mean something, some people are going to have to fail.
Yeah.
Right? Like, fucking, I'm not saying don't go to school. Go to school, okay? Because if you don't go to school, then people you won't be anything and you'll never fucking hear the end of it.
Yeah.
So go to school, so just shut up.
Learn enough stuff and then decide when it's enough. Like if the job you want for your life doesn't involve college, then skip it.
Then yeah, fucking for real, exactly. Don't go take some stupid course just because somebody says you got to go take a course either.
Yeah.
It's a pointless degree unless you get to do a performance like this. I guess okay, so I was wrong. You really are learning a lot. They're just kind of skipping through this, giving you the Coles Notes version of this.
Or Cliff's Notes for most of our.
Who's Cliff?
That's
Clifford.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy.
yeah, it's Clifford the Big Red Dog's notes.
Look. Oh, little.
He
They
looked
just
at
are
her
right
as
there.
like, I'm gonna, you gonna
She,
get
she
that
looked
kid.
at him like, well, can you blame him? That's what she said to him. They're a tits.
Yeah. See, look at Beethoven back there. He hasn't moved a muscle.
He's ready.
Look, he's like, I feel like he's
Stoic.
played like a guy. He's played a wax statue or something before.
I like that none of them have a problem with this. Like you are Genghis Khan, a conqueror of worlds.
Perform for
you
me.
will be in my. You better let Joan of Arc win, or there's gonna be some problems here.
I like that he's pretty good at sword fighting.
He's not bad.
Like,
He's
it's impressive.
come on, Joan.
Yeah, get your shit together.
I
You're
mean,
supposed to be pretty
jeez.
amazing.
Ukraine is not weak. Ukraine is strong.
So
And here's the big performance. Oh, Napoleon's done. Oh, look at that. They have a snack. Are they all snacking? Everybody gets a pudding?
yeah, I think because Beethoven is so like traditional, you wouldn't think he'd be able to just instantly go to the 5 keyboard system.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he really, he surprised everyone with that.
Like, I know he was like considered kind of the rock and roller of his time, but
Hey, like you never know. You never know. He
suppose.
might sit down in 5 keyboards and be like, holy fuck. This is where I was born to be. Like,
I'd like to see that actually they ruined all these guys for the past. If you look at all the pieces, it was actually him heading towards Russia, which was actually like the biggest defeat he ever suffered.
Russia.
Yeah.
Isn't that where they got the Nazis too? Splitting the front?
Not
Russia?
not Napoleon.
No, I mean the same thing got.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
don't.
Russia, they're tough.
Yeah.
They're a tough bunch.
But yeah, they set it up. They set it up for the battle that he was like not like Waterloo wasn't his. It was his most famous defeat, but not his
Right.
biggest defeat type thing. I like.
Here he is.
How do you feel if you're
George
Lincoln, where he
Bush.
goes one of the greatest presidents, just one of?
Hey man, there's a
Did
lot
a
of
pretty
them.
good job.
You know, it's like saying one of the greatest, right? It's all pretty much an opinion.
It's William
I mean,
Henry
that was
William Henry Harrison. I died in 30 days.
There's the jocks. They're loving this performance.
Yeah.
How long do you think this performance was?
Got to be at least 20 minutes.
Like, my God. Jesus, I don't think it's probably 2.5 hours or something.
Now, does he know that his 7 years ago?
Yes.
He knows that nailed it.
4 score and 4 millenniums,
This
2 timelines.
This is another big thing from movies from this era, how like all the other people always take on the main people's speech. Like Pauly Shore, that was always a big one where everybody at the end was like, "Look at the weasel!" And like it's like old farmers and stuff like that. And it's just like, why did that have to happen? Why couldn't they just be nice? Like they could, why couldn't they just say, "Hey, those are good kids" or whatever, instead of no? We often like say, "Party on, dudes!
We're hip like you now."
Yeah.
This is living.
Be excellent to each other. He's got like, I don't know, his hair is doing something really weird. Oh my
Party
God.
on, dudes. He's like, whoa, I can't believe you just said that.
I think I would feel kind of sick to my stomach if a director said, "Look directly into the camera." Like, I was like, you're not having a
What
great
if you're
moment.
Deadpool or something, right?
Well,
Like,
that's a little bit different because that's written into the thing, but like there was no reason. That wasn't breaking the fourth wall. That was just like
it's like that MTV award show where it's like Ben Stiller as Tom Cruise's stunt double, and it's John Woo and Tom Cruise there. And he's like, wait a minute. He's like, he interrupts and he's like, why don't the motorcycle jumps?
Yeah.
The camera zooms in on my face. I look directly at the camera and I say, this mission just got a whole hell of a lot more impossibler.
that was the impossibler is the win too. It's like it's the best thing I've ever experienced.
I was say, where's the good Ben Stiller movie? Oh, and then they do some magic at the end where they disappear.
Well, he just directed that. I can't even remember the name of it now, but it was nominated for like Golden Globes and shit. And
Sorry, Bill and Ted, you got an A- because Abe Lincoln's hair wasn't really like that.
that would be
You
hilarious.
failed.
This is something interesting too because they keep talking about Van Halen in this movie and stuff
Right.
like that. And somebody, I guess, after the movie came out, they asked Van Halen if this would have been something he would have been interested in doing. He's like, I absolutely would have done the movie. He's like, nobody asked me. So like they could have had him show up in this movie, like this kind of crucial part, right? And they just
he could
like
be
they
like
just
their
blew it.
muse.
So
He's
I-
nobody's muse. It better be Eddie Van Halen walking through the door, not fucking shitbag McGee.
Who's shitbag McGee?
The fucking guy. What's his name? The original singer. Good singer though. He's the one I like, but when you can't have him.
The Godfather
He just
of
like
ska.
David Lee Roth.
Oh, yeah.
Like fucking like Buddy's trying to do a guitar solo and he's like talking over it just to be a prick, even on their new tour.
Oh,
It was
really?
like, you fucking dick. You literally signed a contract saying you would not do this kind of shit again, and here you are.
Hey.
And like that's what the fans want to hear
Yeah.
over guitar solos. Him like, "Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah."
Yeah, they're here for me. That's why the
Yeah.
band's called Van Halen.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here you go. See, now that's a buddy.
Yeah.
That is a friend.
I traveled through time to get you some snatch.
Yep. Oh, she got her hair did.
Who did
Condoms. Oh,
How did-
credit cards.
credit cards were that
Oh,
easy to get?
God, yeah.
You don't even need to have an identity.
They are
You could just
royalty.
get- yeah.
They tested their bloodline
Ah,
with the finger. They're like, yep, you're royalty.
you are of the Windsors.
Yes. Whoa. Oh, he got a kiss on the lips. He got a kiss on the cheek.
I always have
Oh.
such a thing about pairing
You got
two
the
men.
slut. I got the prude.
Yeah, I always have a thing about pairing two men and two women though, because like there's been no indication who wants who.
Yeah.
I had the same problem in Perfect Strangers. I had the same problem in Friends. It's just they paired off,
Yeah,
and then nobody
yeah.
really asked who anybody wanted.
Look at their dirty perv coats.
Just
Way.
you think they would never say no way again, experiencing what they've experienced in this last like chunk of time.
True dat.
Oh, that was our music.
Mhm.
I have this feeling it's going to be kind of like the Tenacious D, the greatest song in the world.
Right.
And the truth is, it didn't really sound anything like this song. This is just a tribute.
I like that actually. Yeah.
Yes.
This is just the ideal
Yeah.
of the song. This is not
Yeah.
really what it
Yeah,
sounded
this
like
is-
in the moment.
This is just the story about
Yeah.
how he came up with that song, but that song's its own thing. And then they actually played it in Pick of Destiny.
Oh, that's right. I'm not the biggest Tenacious D fan.
Yeah, that movie though made me laugh my face off. Like the miniseries thing, not as much, but they're also in the band.
Oh, there you go.
And Station.
It's hot having ladies in bands. You think I think one's the drummer and one's the bass. No, because they're guitar. So one of them's guitar, one of them's bass. So one of them's probably keyboard, the other one's drums.
Look at those things.
Flying V, bro.
Yeah,
It's
but
got no top to it.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
How do you
about,
tune that fucking thing?
It's literally
It's
what
for
I
the
was just
future.
thinking. It's true. It's auto tune.
It probably exactly.
It's just what's his face? Lil Wayne's voice comes out of it when you play.
And it's just him talking about how much of a rock star he is.
Yeah.
I love those videos with, oh, he's got an old school guitar. He's old school. Oh, fuck. I love to zoom into his hands.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's feeling it. I love that.
He knows the faces. Those are the faces my dad made when he played guitar. So
That's like the faces that Buddy made when his whole body was exploding and I'm going to get you sucker when he falls on all the bullets.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, ooh.
Oh, that's the best. Let's jam. I do like a good jam session.
Like, look at this. Like, what? You just sit back there, honey. You'll figure it out.
That's basically how drumming
Yeah,
works.
pretty
right?
much, actually. Yeah, it actually is.
I saw the drummer from Queen like recently, and then he looked exactly.
Oh, she is a keyboardist.
Yeah, he looked exactly like the lead. He looked exactly like fucking what's his face, Lars from Metallica.
Lars. There it is. De Laurentiis. Two
So-
eyes, baby.
So this was originally pitched to the Dino De Laurentiis, and like every time I ever hear about a story about him getting something pitched to him, it's always the exact same thing. He doesn't understand, and then somebody gives him the most bullshit like side thing. They're like, "Don't worry, there's tits," and then he's like, "Excellent," and then like everything goes. But this time, they almost lost the movie because the De Laurentiis company went out of business.
Right.
It went bankrupt, and this was sitting in limbo. And then the Nelson company that we saw at the beginning bought the rights out. But this was almost a straight to TV movie because they didn't have any place to go with it because they didn't have a proper
Right, distributor or something, right?
Ooh, Stupid Waiter was one of the writers, and Ugly Waiter was the other one. How
Is
do you
that-
decide amongst that? What if you and I went to a place and like, when you got to play Stupid, when you got to play
but we're the
Ugly?
writers of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. At least they were like, taking
know.
one on the chin.
But I just
You
picture
the
that
stupid, I'll
discussion.
be
It's
the
like, well,
ugly.
you're the ugly one. I'll be the stupid
Yes.
one. Oh, that
There's a
doesn't feel
fight.
any
Yeah, there's
better.
a fight in the parking lot over who you choose. Whoever wins chooses.
Yeah.
I said, boo. See, like this kind of a tune. One
Yeah.
snap to rule the universe. Ow.
I know.
know?
It should be law that the first song that plays in any credits is
Yeah.
solely about this plot of the movie.
The
like
universe is in
TURTLE
the
power.
palm of your hand. Ow. Come on.
Your doubters want to please you, but they'll turn on you, because rhyming you with you is totally fine.
If anybody, I guess they just have to see the last one to know what the hell we're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have nothing but the most loyal listeners.
Exactly. John will get it.
So this had a budget of $10 million.
Yeah, you better get to some of the trivia
I
here.
know, that's the last one.
Yeah.
And then it made $40.48 million.
Sweet.
So like whatever, not huge, not whatever.
Back in that day.
It was never number one.
Good.
It debuted number 3 behind The Burbs, which just came out the same week, and Rain Man, which had been out for a few weeks. Stayed number 3 in week 2 behind the same movies. It moved up to number 2 in week 3 behind Lean on Me. It had just come out. Then it dropped down to number 5 when Police Academy 6 and Chances Are came out.
Police Academy 6. Woo.
I'm trying
That's
to
when you
think if
change
that
the
was
schedule around.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that was Mission to Moscow. I think it was.
I think it might be. That's like when you're like, oh God, we can't put our movie up against Police Academy 6 Mission to Moscow. We got to change course here.
Yeah, at that time, Police Academy 6 Mission to Moscow was Avengers Endgame. They're like, under no circumstances are we going to put anything out within a month. We're just going to let that dominate for a little while, and then we'll dip in when it's
Sheer
done its business.
domination.
Ooh, a song called Party Up.
Party up, dude.
Yes.
What did I just see with Buddy in it?
I don't know.
He
who
was
mean
the
by
Commandant, not Commandant Lassard, but the move it, move it, move it.
Oh,
Him.
yes.
And he was the same exact character.
Oh.
What the fuck movie was it? Where did I see this movie?
Shit. I know what it is.
I think I saw it on
too.
somebody's 70s, 80s, 90s show. What the fuck movie? He was the same dude. Oh, Short Circuit.
Yes.
That's what
exactly
it was.
what it was. We got to be doing that soon
Yep.
too, because that's got some good 80s racism
You
going in it
fucking
too.
right it does.
Oh my god.
You fucking right. You gotta
It's
get the
really
hell out of here before your family fires you.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
gonna
got
get
a
kicked
lot
out.
of shit today. Got a lot of looks today.
Yeah.
A lot of like the no look, like the.
For what it's worth, Abby confirmed to me that we didn't wake her up.
She only did that to save your feelings.
Yeah,
She's
well,
not dumb.
Yeah. Well, you know what? My feelings needed saving. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. Catch us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Catch us on Twitter. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at miscasttodd. I'm also at JK Finley on Instagram. Those are the ways. Call us, 289-769-3288.
That's so awesome.
It's
so killer.
Leave us a text. Leave us a thing. Thoughts and feelings on the movie, or just in general. Have questions, anything like that. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll be back next week with a Coming Attractions episode.
Awesome.
And we'll see you then.
Later.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.